Most people believe you need a lot of land and a heavy feed bill to raise animals the right way. But after more than 40 years of watching small farms succeed and fail, one old Texas rancher learned a different truth. Today, we're going to look at the 7 animals that can make 1 acre feed itself, and why most folks choose the wrong ones. Number 1 on our list, the heritage laying hen. A small acreage needs a steady heartbeat, and these old-style birds provide a reliable rhythm for the homestead. Unlike modern hybrid chickens bred for industrial cages, heritage breeds like the Sussex or the Delaware carry genetics that predate the mid-20th century. They are built for the open air. They live longer lives, often 5 to 7 years, and they gather much of their own livelihood from the soil. A healthy heritage hen will yield roughly 150 to 200 eggs every year. While this is less than a commercial hybrid, the eggs they produce are high in quality, with thick shells and rich yolks. To keep this production steady, these birds require careful stewardship. They need 16 to 18% protein and 5 to 8% calcium in their feed, especially when they begin laying. Without enough calcium, a hen must draw from her own bones to form eggshells, which weakens her frame and cuts her life short. Outside of the nest box, these hens are tireless workers. When allowed to roam, their instinct to scratch and peck becomes a natural pest control system. They patrol orchard edges and garden borders, turning over leaves to find beetles, larvae, and weed seeds. While they cannot clear every single insect, their daily search keeps pest populations from exploding. At the same time, their droppings act as a rich fertilizer, depositing nitrogen and phosphorus directly into the topsoil. This natural cycle improves pasture health without expensive store-bought bags. However, keeping free-range hens requires mindful management. They are vulnerable to hawks, foxes, and neighborhood dogs, meaning they need secure coop doors every night. Owners must also manage crop access, as a hungry flock can quickly strip a young vegetable bed. By offering secure shelter, clean water, and protection from disease, a farmer secures a partner that provides both daily food and ground-level pest patrol. This dual purpose makes the heritage hen the true foundation of a self-sustaining acre. In second place on our list, the meat rabbit. A small, self-sustaining acre requires animals that produce maximum value in the smallest possible footprint. Meat rabbits excel at this, turning simple greens and pelleted feed into a reliable, fast-growing source of protein while generating some of the finest organic fertilizer available for the homestead. For families looking to secure their food supply, standard meat breeds like the New Zealand or Californian are highly efficient. A single breeding doe can raise multiple litters a year, with the young rabbits reaching a marketable weight of 4 to 6 pounds in just 8 to 12 weeks. To achieve this, they convert feed at a ratio of about 3.5 pounds of feed for every pound of weight gained. This conversion rate makes them far more resource efficient than larger livestock, requiring minimal space and feed to produce high-quality meat. But their contribution to the acre extends far beyond the kitchen. Below their wire-bottomed hutches, these animals produce a concentrated stream of fertility. On average, rabbit manure carries a potent nutrient profile of 2.4% nitrogen, 1.4% phosphorus, and 0.6% potassium. This makes it roughly 4 times richer in nitrogen than cow dung and twice as nutrient-dense as chicken litter. This nitrogen-heavy chemistry acts as a powerful stimulant for leafy garden crops, while the phosphorus supports deep root development. However, utilizing this fertility demands careful, responsible management. Because the manure is highly concentrated, applying it raw directly to sensitive seedlings can cause nitrogen burn. A wise grower cures the manure first, composting it with bedding and dry leaves for 2 to 4 weeks. This simple curing process allows the nutrients to stabilize, balances the moisture, and eliminates potential pathogens. By managing their diet and bedding with care, a grower turns a tiny, quiet hutch into a powerhouse of food and soil health. In third place on our list, the Muscovy duck. A self-sustaining acre often has low-lying damp areas where other livestock struggle. While chickens prefer the dry pasture, the Muscovy duck thrives in these wet margins, filling a distinct ecological niche. These birds are relentless foragers, focusing their attention on slugs, snails, insect larvae, and other damp-loving arthropods. By patrolling muddy garden edges and pond borders, they help control pest populations that could otherwise damage crops or carry parasites to larger animals. Unlike noisy mallard breeds, Muscovies are prized for their relatively quiet nature. The common claim that they are completely silent is not entirely accurate. Males communicate with a soft, breathy hiss, and females can still make quiet, trilling vocalizations. However, their low-noise behavior makes them exceptionally well-suited for small acreages where peace and quiet are valued. Alongside their pest patrol, Muscovies provide a highly valued meat output. Homesteaders often describe their meat as exceptionally lean and rich, resembling beef more than poultry. Because they forage so aggressively, their diet relies heavily on what they find in the field, though they still require balanced supplemental feed, clean drinking water, and solid mud management to stay healthy. Managing these ducks requires attention to their specific needs. While they love wet ground, they require dry, secure shelters to escape predators at night. Their access to growing crops must also be carefully managed, as their large webbed feet and healthy appetites can easily disrupt delicate seedlings. By occupying the damp, shaded corners of the homestead, the Muscovy duck adds a quiet, wet area function to the acre, working alongside chickens and rabbits to turn pests into high-quality protein without competing for the same dry ground. The fourth animal on our list, the Nigerian dwarf goat. On a single acre, a dairy animal must match the scale of the land. These compact goats fit that scale perfectly, with mature adults weighing in at about 70 to 80 pounds. They provide a steady, manageable source of rich milk for the household, often yielding 1 to 2 liters per day under good management. What makes their milk remarkable is its butterfat content, which averages between 6 and 10%, offering a sweet, creamy yield that is excellent for family cheese and butter production. Beyond the milk pail, these goats act as natural brush clearers. They prefer woody browse, brambles, and broadleaf weeds over tender grass, actively stripping low-hanging leaves and keeping stubborn briars in check. This browsing habit saves hours of manual land-clearing labor, though it requires a watchful eye. Goats do not distinguish between invasive weeds and a prized garden patch, and they will not clear out every single woody plant on their own. To run this system successfully, a planning benchmark of 2 to 4 goats per acre works best, but this density only holds true under favorable forage conditions, careful pasture rotation, and a cooperative climate. It is a mistake to view these animals as free upkeep. While they reduce pasture management labor, they still demand daily care, breeding management, and financial investment. Goats are social herd animals and must be kept in pairs or small groups to thrive. A smallholder must provide strong, escape-proof fencing to keep them safe, dry shelter to protect their sensitive coats, clean water, and free choice minerals. During the winter months or times of summer drought, supplemental grass hay is essential to keep their rumen functioning properly and to maintain their body weight. By accepting these responsibilities, a homesteader gains a gentle, productive partner that turns wild brush into rich dairy. The fifth animal on our list, the Coturnix quail. When space is short and time is pressing, this tiny bird works as the speed and footprint specialist of the homestead. While chickens take months to mature, Coturnix quail hens can begin laying their first spotted eggs as early as 6 weeks of age, within a broader maturity range of 5 to 8 weeks. They require very little room to thrive, making them remarkably efficient converters of feed and space. Under careful management, a single quail hen can produce between 250 and 300 eggs every year. In a simple setup without supplemental lighting, that number sits closer to 210 eggs. To maintain this high level of production, these birds need about 15 to 16 hours of light daily. Providing artificial light during the shorter days of winter can keep them laying, though it adds a layer of management and energy cost to the farm. Their daily upkeep is remarkably small. An adult quail consumes only 20 to 30 grams of feed each day. However, their fast growth and heavy laying demand precise nutrition. They need a high-protein starter diet containing about 24% crude protein, which transitions to a 20% protein layer ration once they begin producing eggs. In a connected system, their compact housing can sit above garden beds or beneath larger livestock setups. Their manure is very concentrated and rich in nitrogen, which can be gathered and composted to fuel the soil for heavy-feeding garden crops. By placing their pens strategically, their waste flows directly into the fertility cycle of the acre, saving both steps and space. They provide a steady harvest of rich small eggs and high-quality protein long before other livestock have even reached maturity. For the smallholder looking to establish a food supply on limited ground, their rapid timeline and tiny footprint make them an essential partner. The sixth animal on our list, the honeybee. A self-sustaining acre requires more than grazing livestock and busy poultry. It needs a way to tie the pasture and the garden together. Honeybees perform this service, carrying out a wide-reaching forage work that touches every blossom on the property. This cooperative partnership is incredibly ancient, with managed hives documented as far back as the clay cylinders of ancient Egypt, where early keepers first learned to care for these winged workers. Inside a healthy colony, the sheer scale of collection is remarkable. A typical hive gathers roughly 40 pounds of pollen and 265 pounds of nectar every single year. Yet, this massive labor does not guarantee a massive honey harvest. The actual surplus of honey fluctuates with the strength of the colony, seasonal weather, local forage quality, and the keeper's decision to leave enough honey for the colony's winter reserves. It is common to think of bees as having zero feed cost, but a wise keeper views them as forage-based rather than entirely input-free. During the lean times of high summer drought or cold winter, the natural forage dries up. To keep the hive from failing, a keeper must offer supplemental sugar syrup or pollen patties to support the colony through these difficult gaps. Their position on the list is earned by how they multiply the productivity of the entire acre through pollination, boosting fruit and seed yields without consuming any pasture grass. However, keeping bees demands steady stewardship. A smallholder must monitor the hive regularly to defend against varroa mites, diseases like American foul brood, chemical drift from nearby properties, and seasonal colony stress. With proper attention, the hive completes the acre's circle, converting wild nectar into a harvestable sweetness. And finally, the seventh animal on our list, the Kunekune pig. On a small homestead, this gentle heritage breed from New Zealand acts as the ultimate system closer, turning waste back into fertility. Adults are compact, heavy-bodied, and exceptionally calm, making them easy to manage on limited acreage. Unlike commercial hogs that plow deep into the earth, the Kunekune has a short, upturned snout. This structure limits their rooting depth to just 5 to 10 centimeters of topsoil, offering a gentle, controlled tillage that prepares planting beds without causing severe erosion or compacting the clay. In a well-managed pasture rotation, these grazing pigs can gather 30 to 50% of their daily intake from pasture grass and safe, screened kitchen leftovers. However, one must never treat them as a garbage disposal for all household waste. Kitchen scraps must be carefully screened for safety, and they must always be balanced with a commercial pig pellet to maintain a proper calcium to phosphorus ratio. Overfeeding high-calorie treats will lead to rapid fat gain and reproductive issues. To make the system work, a smallholder must also practice careful timing. Unrestricted or uncontrolled rooting can quickly compact, erode, or destroy soil structure, especially in wet weather. This means sturdy fencing and structured patch rotation are absolutely essential. In return for your steady care, including clean drinking water, shade, mud wallows to cool their skin, and veterinary biosecurity, the Kunekune pig completes the nutrient cycle of the acre. When you step back and look at the whole acre, the true secret of self-sufficiency becomes clear. Too many people fail by choosing animals that compete for the same feed and the same space. These 7 work together. One animal's waste becomes another's food. That's how the feed bill nearly disappears. By designing a farm around cooperation rather than competition, a small plot of land can sustain itself and the family that work it daily. There is always more to learn about plain, honest, small farm living. If you were starting your own homestead today, which of these 7 animals would you begin with on your acre? Let us know in the comments below. Subscribe to our channel for more small farm secrets. Across these 7 species, one timeless truth emerges. Nature thrives on partnership, not competition. When we design for cooperation, a single acre ceases to be a list of chores and becomes a self-sustaining sanctuary. It is a quiet reminder that we do not need more land to find abundance. We simply need to listen to how it all fits together.